Sabra, Administrative Services, it does sound like such a vague department, but as we both know, it's certainly one of the most vital in Clark County. Let me just read your mission statement. Functioning as the internal analytical consulting team to the county manager and the Board of County Commissioners on public policy and organizational issues. Explain that for me, please.
Well, I think that statement really speaks to our role within the county manager's office and with respect to the commissioners. Many times there are issues of public policy importance or maybe initiatives that commissioners want to undertake, and they may not know how to get at those issues or how to implement them, and so they really rely on us to do that research and put together their plans for them in order to do that. And oftentimes, as you know, over the years, we've had a number of different task forces also that the Commission has really relied on. Our most recent was the Committee on Community Priorities that really ranked all of the different services that Clark County provides. Administrative Services provides the support for that. The committee puts it together, puts all the agendas together, and really helps guide them through the process. We've done other ones like that, like the UMC Task Force in the past and others. We also assisted with the coroner's inquest panel that was convened recently as well. So I think that's really what that speaks to, although there are many other functions within Administrative Services as well.
Sure. Let's talk about some of your divisions: Animal Control, Emergency Management, Intergovernment Relations, Laughlin Park Police, Public Response Office, Town and Liaison Services. So that does completely bring it home that your staff and your department touches people right where they hit home. Something like Animal Control, obviously, your folks are dealing with animal issues, and a lot of the policy has been directed and dictated with the help of the community, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We like to think of ourselves as really a neighborhood services sort of functioning department. And as part of that, we do have animal control, we have code enforcement, we also handle graffiti abatement out in the neighborhoods, and we also have responsibility over the commissioners' liaisons. Oftentimes those liaisons, they go to the town boards, they speak with a lot of citizens, a lot of citizen interest groups, and they're really right there where the rubber hits the road. So we like to think, although we are housed within the county manager's office and work very closely with the commissioners, we're also very connected at the community level with neighborhoods and neighborhood groups.
Let's talk about, pick one, we'll say Animal Control. Clark County has some of the most aggressive and some of the most progressive, I should say, animal laws anywhere in the county. And again, you did reach out to the public and animal stakeholders in the animal community to help you craft these laws, right?
Absolutely. Our animal control folks are just top notch, and we do have an Animal Control Advisory Committee, which is appointed by the Board of County Commissioners. We rely on those folks a lot to give us guidance on policies that are coming up. And as you mentioned, we do have some of the most cutting edge policies out there. We have a mandatory spay and neuter ordinance, which really helps cut down on the number of stray animals that we have in the community, and to the extent that we can cut down on the number of animals reproducing, that means we have to euthanize fewer and fewer of them over the years. Ideally, we would not have to euthanize any of them. That's obviously our goal. In the past, we've also put through feral cat ordinances that acknowledge that there are feral cat colonies out there, that there are caretakers, and it tries to put that whole process under an organized colony caretaker system so that they're well cared for and organized, that they're given their shots and cataloged and really dealt with in an organized fashion. So those are some of the recent things that we've been working on.
Graffiti abatement and neighborhood beautification. You've also enacted some tough laws up to $1,000 a day if your property is run down. That's, again, you went out to the community, realtors associations, community associations to help you craft legislation like that as well, I presume.
Yes, absolutely. And that is really important in these days and times with such this economic downturn. We've experienced a lot of problems in our neighborhoods with foreclosures and with properties being run down. We've done a number of changes in order to speed up the process on some of these properties that have been abandoned so that they don't bring down as much, at least the property values of the neighboring properties. But all of this has to be done in conjunction with the community. We work with property owners, with the realtors, with any other groups. In that case, it was the mortgage bankers as well, to try and come to an agreement on a policy that would best serve our community. Because ultimately we all have the same goals in mind. We all want a nice community. We all want to keep up property values. We all want people who are property owners to be in compliance. It's just a question of how do we get there.